Hello, I'm Chrissy.
And I'm Caroline, and we're interior designers. More and more people are asking us about what we do and how we do it.
Which brings us to our new design adventure, the Design Duet. Join us as we discuss the ins and outs and the ups and downs of interior design. Welcome to today's episode, Style to Sell, the podcast where we explore the art of business of creating beautiful spaces that not only capture attention but help homes sell faster, for more, and with less stress. Today we are interviewing Marie from Monarch Property Styling, who will share her expert tips on creating beautiful, nurturing spaces in your home, whether you're selling, buying, or simply wanting to live well and live beautifully. So, if you love property, interiors, and want to understand how styling truly helps homes shine, you're in the right place. Let's get started. Welcome, Marie. It's so lovely to have you here today. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
It's a very cold morning, isn't it?
Yes, very fresh.
Very
nice.
fresh. So it was very brave of you to come out so early. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's get started on our questions.
Sounds great.
Great. Well, tell us, Marie, a little bit about your business, about Monarch Property Styling, and how did you get started?
I've always had a love for creating beautiful spaces. It's something that I also grew up with. I recall the joy of seeing our home transformed by interior designers, and that memory has stuck with me. When my children were a little older and I was ready to return to work, my husband, Romano, who's in real estate, had a client needing a stylist. He came home and said, "You can do this." Immediately I felt enormous adrenaline and I set into action mode. After the first property, they just kept on coming, and I just love the feeling of being the creator and transformer. It's an area where I have complete autonomy, and it's very special to have clients entrust their property to me.
Oh, definitely.
What a great story.
Great story. So what is your role as a property stylist?
My job is to prepare homes for sale by creating spaces that help buyers emotionally connect. I use furniture, artwork, lighting and accessories to highlight the home's best features and make it feel aspirational. It's all about flow, function, maximising light, helping buyers picture themselves living there.
Well, that was probably going into my next question. I think you've answered it now. I was going to ask you, when you walk into a property for the first time, what are you looking for?
Definitely, yes, the layout, the flow and the light. Light is very important.
Oh, we couldn't agree more, could we?
Absolutely.
Often there'll be a piece of furniture in front of a window, and that's definitely something that I ask the vendor to remove immediately so that we can let more light in and make the space feel a lot larger as well.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Lighting gives you all the feels, doesn't it?
Yes, it sure does.
Definitely does. So how do you actually work alongside real estate agents and vendors?
We collaborate closely. The agent often refers clients to me, or vendors reach out directly. I conduct a consultation, provide a tailored quote and schedule installation in line with photography. We advise on preparing the home for sale, decluttering, any repairs that need doing, ensuring the space is clean and ready to style. We always work to tight, well-coordinated timelines.
Mm-hmm. And do you have some staff who help you with this, Marie?
I do have a small team, but I do love sort of having the autonomy and doing a lot myself. It is something that I'm trying to let go of and have a bit more help with that. But that will come with time, I think.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
There's a lot more involved than people think, though.
There is a lot, yeah.
Because how much of a difference do you think that it takes when you've styled a property and for the final sale price?
A huge difference. Styling can add 5 to 15% to a home's value.
Gee, that's a lot.
It is. In my experience, properties have sold 6 figures above the asking price, and they can sell prior to going to market. Just last week, I styled a 4-bedroom home in Kew, and it's already sold for well over the asking price.
Amazing.
Can you just explain about the Kew suburb?
Yes.
Because this obviously podcast is national and international. So what is the market like in Kew in Melbourne?
It's a discerning market, lots of family homes and also downsizers as well. It's a discerning market where buyers, They are looking to walk in and see spaces ready for their families to enjoy. In this home, it was vacant, but there was furniture that had to be removed. There was a family that was living there, but they'd moved on and they were now selling their home. There was a large oversized sofa, grey and very bulky, in the main living area. There was an oversized TV and TV unit, all very black, and the walls were white, so very stark. A large property, but it had some very tricky areas, so lots of sort of tight corners and spaces that you couldn't really, keep large pieces of furniture.
Was it in good condition?
It had been freshly painted and the floors were in great condition, but it felt very cold and stark. It needed some rugs to give it some warmth, and it needed some defined spaces as well, so that the families could envisage themselves living there. So it also had an enormous dining table, so very modern, and the home itself had some very dated areas. So kitchen and bathrooms had not been renovated, probably since it was built in the 80s, I imagine.
Right.
So they only painted and renovated the living areas. It was a beautiful dining table, very modern, but with the kitchen in the background, sort of very red bench tops and dated sort of oak look cabinetry. It was very stark in contrast. And so I immediately put a rug underneath this table that had very dark legs as well, like metal. And then I went along to one of our suppliers and got some beautiful dining chairs, all material. And it just really helped this table sort of blend into the space. And I was surprised to hear that the purchaser also wants to keep the table as well, the dining table.
Of course they do.
So that was, quite a funny moment to hear that.
Were they able to do that, or was that a rental table that was going off to another property during a sale? Or?
No, they were able then to purchase the table as well.
Right.
So I was quite surprised that I was trying to get this table to blend into the space, and it became quite a feature.
And how about the lounge room? How did you soften that? And did you take out the big massive sofa?
I did.
And the black TV cabinet and TV?
I managed to work with the TV cabinet and TV, which it was basically in the entrance foyer as well. So
Unusual.
Yes, I put a beautiful rug down, very light, and it had specks of sort of darker tones. So it recalled the TV unit and TV. And then we had some beautiful curved sofas. So 2 sofas, a 2-seater and a 3-seater.
I love it.
And the curves really helped with the harsh edges.
Just softens it, doesn't it?
Which is also
really
a trend.
Does.
Yes, so true.
Curves are really in. And it was so lovely to hear the feedback from the agent that the buyers just wanted to stay in the space and linger longer. So
that's fantastic.
That was great.
We'll have to have a look at these photos, Caroline.
Yes, we will.
So what's involved logistically, Marie? How much furniture? How many days? How do you manage tight turnaround times?
It's a full production. We plan, source and schedule transport and install within days. For a 3-bedroom home, we might bring in over 100 pieces, beds, sofas, art, rugs and more, a lot of decor. Installation takes 1 day. Timing is everything, and we often work with a 24 to 48 hours notice.
Goodness.
So
you don't need to go to the gym.
Yes, I don't have much time for the gym.
And tell us, what are some of the mistakes sellers often make when preparing their homes for sale?
So vendors often have emotional attachments or misunderstandings about how buyers view their home, which can lead to presentation mistakes that cost them time and money. Some of the most common mistakes vendors make would be not decluttering enough. Clutter makes rooms feel smaller, distracts buyers and prevents them from visualising the space as their own. So our solution would be remove excess furniture, personal items, paperwork and anything that's not essential. Less is more. Over personalisation, so family photos, bold decor choices or themed rooms can alienate buyers. buyers want a blank canvas, not someone else's lifestyle. We then recommend neutralising colour palettes, depersonalising spaces and opt for broad appeal styling. It's also important that minor repairs and maintenance are not ignored and overlooked. So small flaws like cracked tiles, leaky taps or scuffed paint suggest neglect. And if it's sort of not addressed, it does leave buyers thinking, oh, what else hasn't been addressed in this property?
So really it needs to be picture perfect. That's what people expect.
That's right. And often if there have been bright colours and outdated colours, it is really important to, if you can, just paint them with a more neutral tone as well. It does help buyers envisage themselves living there, and it also helps the space to appear larger. So sometimes those darker tones can make the space appear much smaller as well.
How do you handle working with homeowners who may feel attached to their current furniture or decor?
Definitely with lots of empathy. We explain that styling is about marketing. It's not personal taste. If possible, I incorporate some of their sentimental items if I feel they will work with the overall look and feel of the property. So we've had vendors who are artists in the past, and we've been able to use some of the work.
Yeah, great.
Bonus.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
It looks beautiful, and they're very happy that we've used their artwork. It's amazing also how modern furniture such as chairs and a rug can increase the appeal of an older dining table as well if they sort of would love to keep their dining table.
So trying to mix and match old with new?
Yes, absolutely.
What about smell? Because for me, that's the first thing when I walk into a home, the smell.
We always have like a spray that we spray and leave a lovely sort of smell. And I like to have candles open but not lit, obviously.
Yes.
And so the candles also permeate a lovely smell throughout the home as well.
Wow.
And flowers?
And flowers, it just depends on the property that we are styling. But yes, flowers do look beautiful and smell beautiful as well.
You might have to create your smell and call it Monarch, Monarch Property Styling. Candles.
Yes.
Could be the new best thing. You never know.
We have thought about that.
Has anyone ever said, no, you can't take this out, this has to remain?
Yes, we have had that. And then I've had to explain the reasons why it needs to be removed. Often it's been an oversized piece, quite a large sofa that might have been difficult for them to remove. However, without it there, we can add smaller pieces to make the space feel a lot larger as well. So
because it's all about making it appear larger.
Absolutely, yes.
So people can see what they're doing in the space.
Yes, that's right.
Do you help your clients move all of their things out?
We can do. We can make suggestions as to what could stay and what could go. Often we, like in the Q house, I did have our movers put a lot of their furniture in the garage where it can stay there, but agents would prefer that to be moved along.
Or go into storage.
That's right. So we can make suggestions there, absolutely.
And one question I had for you, do you have a lot of supplies that you use for renting furniture, or do you just have one main supplier?
We actually purchase all our furniture ourselves and have a warehouse.
Oh, wow.
So I love, purchasing items, and we've got great suppliers that we go along to, and it's always great to see the latest range of furniture they have and decor items. So
do you have to update them very often?
I do look at purchasing neutral tones and colours and cushions and rugs. So it is something that I have in mind when I'm purchasing.
Right.
But I am often updating, and sometimes I like to purchase specific items for the home that I'm styling as well.
For sure.
And do you have to sell let's call it the obsolete furniture, do you sell it, or what do you do with it?
I do sell it, yes, I do. So we have…
Very clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. And how would you describe the Melbourne property market right now, Marie?
It has certainly picked up. Last year, homes sat longer, sometimes for 8 weeks. However, now we are seeing faster sales, often before the campaign starts. Lower supply and the return of buyer confidence are driving that, and the lower interest rates as well. Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness for that.
That's right.
What trends are you seeing in Melbourne's property market?
We're seeing more demand for the focus around wellness, so natural light, open plans and natural finishes. Buyers love neutral, timeless interiors that they can personalise.
I'm loving hearing there's a lot of neutrals going around instead of grey and white.
Yes.
It just makes, things just seem a little bit warmer.
Yeah, we've been focusing on trends this season and we've noticed a big trend is a lot more individuality in homes, but I guess that's a bit hard in property styling.
It can be, but it is nice to inject some colour.
Yes.
I love doing that, especially adding in sort of colours from the elements outside. You know, you've got your rusts and greens and olives and
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
And how is styling for living different from styling for selling, Marie?
So styling for living is very personal, about comfort and colours that very individual taste, I think, whereas styling for selling is strategic, neutral, spacious and designed to appeal to a broad audience.
Mm-hmm.
Beautifully said. So perfect.
Most underrated styling tip?
Less is more. Let the space breathe. So definitely take out all the larger pieces of furniture. So styling, the goal is to present a home in its best possible light for sale, and we want it to appeal to the broadest range of potential buyers. It is temporary, it's strategic, it's focused on creating emotional connection and aspirational living. It's designed to photograph well and support the marketing campaign. So styling sells a lifestyle, not just a home. Decorating, I think, is personal. It's about making the home reflect who you are. Styling sells the dream, whereas decorating, I think, is living the dream.
Mm-hmm.
Love that answer.
I like that too, living the dream. Who doesn't want to do that?
Exactly.
What's the styling trend you're loving? And this is in styling properties for sale.
I'm loving the layered neutrals with texture, earthy tones, calm, warm and timeless feel.
And what about ones you wish would disappear?
The cold grey on grey interiors and all white walls, they just feel sterile and lack personality.
Yes, the dentist surgery comes back again.
Yes.
Yes, or your hospital ward. Tell me, Marie, do you have many clients who you've styled for, decorating and doing their property styling? Have you had those repeat people come and ask you to do their homes as an interior designer?
I have, and I love when they do because we have a beautiful relationship with our clients and we often help them with layouts or even soft styling after they move in. It's a lovely continuation of the relationship and I love helping them.
And I guess you get to then see their actual style.
Yes, that's
too,
right.
And how they want to live in their home.
And I love especially the clients with families.
Yes.
I think it's really important to create environments where families can come together and connect, and it's quite intentional doing that. So that's my passion anyway.
Do you have many downsizers?
I do have downsizers as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you help them get rid of furniture if they've got too much?
It is quite a process, yes. I do help them along with that too.
I'm going through that right now. I might need to speak to you, Marie.
Yeah, sounds great.
A very different question for you now, Marie. How is the rise of AI-generated imagery impacting the work of property stylists?
I don't believe that it impacts our work at all. We are always going to need that human element, the see, the touch and the feel. And that's something that you can only get when you walk into a home that has been styled with purchases in mind. So I have had some clients come through that have purchased property or wanted to purchase properties but have looked online and seen the AI images and then gone to view and inspect the property, and it's a completely different property basically. Yeah. So it might be.
So it's not the same furniture.
Not the same at all. No furniture, or it may have a lot of clutter or hoarding or.
That's alarming, isn't it?
And for them, they really do feel duped because they've taken the time to go around looking for a home. and it's wasted their time basically.
Definitely.
So I don't feel it affects our industry at all, and I think it's really important to style homes.
Yeah. Well, it's a little bit alarming, isn't it?
It sure is, because you feel like you're going into a property that you've seen online and you think that's something that I could live in.
That's
and
right.
You feel like it could be, an investment for yourself. And then when you walk in, it actually isn't what it appears to be online.
And it's wasted your time and energy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And often, the walls look perfect as well, and you sort of go there and there's a lot of things that need to be addressed.
Mm-hmm.
So that hasn't been thought through when you're going to view a property. You expect it to be
it's sort of
as
kind
you
of
see.
dishonest.
It really is, isn't it?
Yes.
It's amazing that it can actually go through and agents are able to sell a property like that. It's surprising to me.
Yeah.
I wonder if that will become some sort of regulation.
Yeah, maybe.
Interesting. I think it's
Watch that space.
ever evolving,
Yeah, watch
isn't
that
it,
space.
at the moment?
It is interesting.
Yeah. Okay, I have some myths that I like to discuss, Marie.
Okay.
I like to do this a lot, don't I,
You
Caroline?
do?
So I've got 3 for you. So my first one is property styling is only for luxury or expensive homes. What do you think about this?
I disagree. Property styling has become a necessity in selling a home, and also the smaller apartments. They can really feel a lot more spacious and give people an idea of how to live in the space, and that really helps to create the connection for buyers when they're looking for a home.
No matter what the price range.
That's right. It's very important.
That's good to hear. My next myth, empty rooms look bigger than styled rooms.
This is probably something that is definitely not true. Empty rooms actually do the home a huge disservice. They don't help the space feel any larger at all. The space does feel a lot smaller, and it's hard for a buyer to imagine themselves in that space. So when you have a rug and a lounge, sort of a dining suite or a lounge, a sofa, it does really help the buyer to see how they could live there and to visualise themselves and their family living there. Whereas an empty room is just that. It is just empty, and there is no connection being formed.
No, sort of soulless and lifeless.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, I've recently sold and bought, and I went into a few properties where there was no furniture and it's just cold.
It is, and that's our job. Our job is to make it really feel inviting and warm, and it's something that we do. Like many spaces now, I just walk in, I know exactly what is needed.
Yeah,
So
that's your skill.
That's it.
Yeah, your
That's
vision.
your little unique skill and vision, yes.
You do it very well.
Well, there you are. That myth has been busted. And my final myth, Marie, is my house is fine as it is. Buyers will see past my furniture. What do you think about that?
I think that your house is definitely fine as it is for you, but you're wanting to move on. And without styling, it's going to hold the home back because you'll have your own tastes and colours that you connect with, but not buyers. Buyers want to see a blank canvas for them to create their own life.
Yes, that's so true. It is, and it needs to be sort of generic and
Appealing to the mass
appealing
market.
to the mass.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Okay, well, you've just busted that myth too, Marie. Thank you. Yes.
Thanks, Marie, for that insight into your business. And we do agree with you. Property styling is just so much bigger than it has been in the last, probably 10 years. It's come to a head, even though I have done it and touched on it, over 20 years ago. But it's just fantastic that it's taken off, and people like yourself who obviously are very experienced in the area can make it, a living of it. It's fantastic.
Well done to you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today.
Thanks for
so
coming in,
much.
Marie.
Thanks.
Much appreciated.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you'd like to get in touch, email us on thedesignduet@gmail.com or DM us on our Instagram page, The Design Duet.